Welcome back, everybody, to Barudreams Minecraft in 1.18. We've got some stuff to get done in this episode. I think to start us off, I'm going to go ahead and make myself a little portal cave behind me here so that I can get to the nether and start gathering some resources for my projects. So with that said, I'm going to get to it. Yeah, so I'm thinking just right here we make kind of an entrance. Just get some dirt dug up here. We'll make kind of a spooky looking cave entrance for our nether portal. Okay. And I think we'll definitely want to start heading kind of down into the earth. Make it kind of, let's see here. I don't know. Organic shapes are my arch nemesis. Knowing my luck, I'll hit some kind of giant cavern or something. Okay, let's see. What does this kind of look like here? Probably a little bit too much over on this side. Put that down a bit. Yeah, that's kind of a good start. Okay. Make stuff like this. And let's see here. What? I think I want it over there. So we'll turn the corner here. And maybe make another step down. Thinking I want it to kind of widen out a little bit here for the portal. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have the portal kind of hidden in the walls. I also want to have it protected by some gates because of pigment and stuff coming through. So we may put the gates there. And yeah, let's have it right here. We'll just do a standard size portal to start. Something like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to make, I think, 2 gates. Those are going to go here. They will guard against stuff coming out of the nether in case we're in a really nasty place. And then stuff going in. We don't want the villagers to go in. Okay. And probably later on I'll move the obsidian out. But anyway, that's a good start. I'm going to get started on it. I will be back. I'm back. And we now have our Cave of Wonder. Ooh, I haven't gone through yet. Kind of noisy there. So, I have my golden helmet still. And I am ready, I think. Maybe I'll grab some more blocks, get my shield on my offhand here. Let's grab some blocks, because whenever you go in the nether, you need to be prepared to protect the portal and make an ugly box. I'll almost always make an ugly cobblestone box. So, okay, here we go. Let's see what kind of nether we've got here. Okay. There's lava coming out. I hear gassed immediately. Let's see, where is he? I saw a tentacle. Okay, I don't hear the ghast anymore. Yikes. Don't want to fall off that side. Something like at least have a nice squared off box. Not talking very much here. So, make sure I've got this finished over here. Oops. So eventually I'll slab this, but right now it's more or less just a my super. Okay. Huh, that almost looked like it was a fortress over there, but it's not. Okay. Yeah. Slab the roof, nothing will spawn on it that way. Big flat things attract gas spawns. Okay, well, this is boring. I will go ahead and just kind of wrap this up here. And what I'm really after right now is probably some quartz, nether quartz, and see if I can maybe dig down and get some magma blocks. I know you can get those in the overworld, but I like to get them in the nether because there's lots of them. So, okay, I will be back. I'm back, and I was lucky. I mean, I just dug straight down here, and well, not straight down, but just stairwell down, and I just immediately hit this stuff. So that's what I'm looking for. So I'm mining a bunch of it up. I'm hoping I don't release any lava. One of the tricks that I know is to leave a low spot so that, you know, if you bust a block and there's lava, it'll just go down in a low spot instead of trying to kill you. So it's might be helpful for somebody to do this because obviously you can hear lava all around here. And then also like that, you know, the blocks are dropping on the ground. It's always a good idea to go and collect them in between, you know, breaking blocks, so you don't have a whole ton of them down on the ground and then you go and break a block and lava destroys them all. So that's another little suggestion, tip. Because nothing is worse than mining a bunch of stuff in the nether and then all of a sudden you hit lava and it comes out and it destroys it all. Okay. A stack of 24, that's pretty good. Let's see if I'm greedy here, if this pays off or if I rue the day. Oh, okay, that whole pocket. Stack and a half. Yeah, so I will probably come back down this way to mine for nether scraps, or what is it, ancient debris, to make nether scraps. So, yeah, not too bad. I mean, I came over here, and this is a, you know, fall to your death kind of situation. Oh, that reminds me, do I need soul sand right now? I don't think I need it right now. I don't have anything to use it at the moment, but I will definitely come back for it. Do I have an extra stair? I do. Let me just plop it down for now. I'll come back with more stairs later. So, this is a, yeah, little bridge over the lava from our portal. Yeah, I think I have everything I need. Oh, the gold is so fact. Wait, let's use this. Just go ahead and collect this without the ability of bad guys to come get us. There we go. Let me just fill it in. And I don't see any angry piglin stats there, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Yeah, nice. A little bit of gold. Sweet. Well, that was successful. So now I have the ability to go to the nether, and I can get my stuff for my next project, my fish and ink farm. I want to try and see if I can do that. So yeah, I'll be playing around with it because I've never done one before in the way I'm thinking, so I definitely don't want to necessarily waste a bunch of time. But I'll be back. Hopefully I have something to show you. Hey everybody. I was just digging down the other side. Oh my goodness, spooky noises. Digging down stairwells to the other side of my little room, and I hit water. So I thought, I'll go exploring. And so then it just kind of came out of one block hole here into another mine shaft. So I've gone around and lit it up a little bit, but I found glowberries and a minecart, which is really good for my project. But yeah, it is yet another mine shaft. So many mine shafts. Anyway, thought that was kind of interesting, considering that I went one way, found a mine shaft, went the other way, found a mine shaft. Under the village is a different mine shaft. There are just mine shafts everywhere here. So I will get back to it, making some progress on my fish and squid farm, but I needed some smooth stone, so I went ahead and started mining out a staircase to get some. I'll be back in a little bit to show you the progress. Thought I'd bring you guys in here. I think I found a skeleton spawner. Looks like it, yep, skeleton spawner. Down, lighting up the mine shaft, and threw down a bunch of torches here. See, I have no idea how to get back. I've gone through a bunch of spider spawners. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, this is that place I came in at. Okay. Around this corner should be the other spider spawner. I hear zombies. I don't know if it's just this cave or what. Heard the zombies. Oh yeah, so here's this spider spawner. So that was the first one I found. I lit up underneath it, so I don't know what spider that is, making all that noise. Yeah, so I was making stairs down, and I did the quintessential move, dumb move of falling through the floor into here when I didn't intend to. But on the good side, I'm getting it lit up. So, haven't run into anything. Aha, look at that. It's that room. So, just put a couple in here, light it up. Hey everybody. Welcome back, welcome back. Another update. So, this is my stairwell down. I've seen it before. In my little area I was going to start setting up here. Kind of started doing so. I found a lot more stuff here. Okay, so that skeleton spawner I calculated was right down over here. Okay, and then I showed you I ran into a couple of cave spider spawners. And then this, I was continuing the main stairwell down here. And I had actually fallen down into this cave, being silly. And kind of ran around and started lighting things up as quickly as I could. And it was you know, like, I don't know, 15 blocks up, so I didn't make a stairwell at first. But then I made a stairwell down, and I heard some spiders over here when I was lighting it up. And there's a cave spider spawner right here. And I was like, okay. And then I kept hearing cave spiders down here, and so I dug down, and I found that one there. And this one here. I don't know if I can trigger all three of them at the same time. Might be possible. But yeah, so I've got double cave spider spawner on here at least, at the very least. Let me kind of look at that a little bit closer. How far away are they? You know what? I think I can light all three of them at the same time. Oops, this wasn't the right stairs. It's this one here, because they are like there and here. And this one is just like right there. Wouldn't that be great? Because if I could light 3 of them, man, I could either get a lot of string. Oh, that's got to be able to light them all 3 at the same time. Okay, I haven't heard any more. I didn't light this up earlier. There's just a skeleton hanging out up here. Boy, so many holes to fall through. Cave generation is so crazy. So, yeah, I'd actually gotten really lost in the caves earlier of the mine shafts because this just goes round and round in circles. It's pretty crazy. Uh, and I had lit up these 2 spawners right under here before, and I took their coordinates down, and I didn't realize that they were right at the bottom of the stairs. So I've got a whole lot of spawners that I can make into experience farms here. So that should be take up some time. The spider ones, I found some pretty cool ways to make the spider spawner or the cave spider spawner. So this will be exciting because I think because we got 1 up high and 2 down low, then I get to show some of the mechanics that I've played around with now for a few versions where I move the spiders around, and more than that, prevent them from sticking to the walls and climbing to the ceiling. Because of course that just completely defeats the purpose. So that's it for now, and I will hopefully be making some more progress on things and less just bringing you back to show you cool things. But maybe I'll have a experience farm or maybe one of my like my sugarcane or bamboo farm done. But anyway, I'll check back in a minute. I'm back. Hey everybody. I thought I'd give you an update. I finished my fish and, well, I'd hoped it would get ink, but found out the hard way there's a bug that the squid can just swim through bubble columns and they aren't affected by them. So yeah, it just gets fish, but that's pretty cool. So I was just noticing like there's fish just spawn in, and swim around out here. I thought, well, maybe if I caught a few of them in a thing like this, and then I have a minecart running underneath. We go down into the little mine here. It was pretty close to the room here. Yeah, so there it is. You can hear a fish dying, so that cart will go pick it up, hopefully. Yeah, so we got 60. I collected a few before I got the mine cart under here, and then the rest of it, so, it'll be a nice, just kind of passive food source. Oh, dropped off a few there. Yep, I dropped a fish. But, yeah, I thought I'd give that a try. So, I just have magma blocks under the river, and this minecart just goes back and forth underneath the magma blocks, and whatever gets sucked down and killed on top of them, any loot gets picked up by the minecart, and it's deposited in the stack of chests. I didn't know how much I would get, so that's why I put in so much. But yeah, and a little bit of bone meal that to boot. So now I'll just go and smelt this up. I already did 1 round of cactus through here, so I pretty much emptied my chest, what was already collected. And then I've been selling that to the shepherd that buys the green dye. I also did a little bit of lime dye just for funsies. But yeah, so this is a little quick setup here, nothing fancy. And then you can expand this to a double chest on top if you want. But basically, top chest feeds the top of the furnace, side chests feed the fuel, and then there's hoppers underneath that then put it in this chest here. The levers on the front of the furnace allow you to lock the hoppers so that you can take an item out and get experience. And then I put some levers on the back here, so I'll go ahead and flick those. That means that the hoppers here, these ones won't pull out of the chests, so that way I can load it up with stuff without it without it starting. because what will happen is, you put a couple items in, you go to grab more items, you either forget or get busy, and then you waste lava buckets on something. And I'm back. How's everybody doing? I decided to go ahead and make that sugarcane and bamboo farm. And I figured what better place to do it than a building that's not being used. So, yeah, just basically carved out the interior, and I just got so many iron blocks. It was just place it there, FYI. Anyway, yeah, so the railroad car runs under the dirt blocks. It's a hopper mine cart in case anything falls on the dirt blocks, and then the water washes everything else down to this hopper, which also feeds the mine cart, and then just comes up here and drops stuff off. So I've been AFKing for a bit, so got a lot of bamboo. My goodness, a lot of bamboo. It's a lot more than I was expecting. The fish farm, this silly little thing here is working overtime. So I AFK'd again overnight, and God, do I have like 18? I might even have 20 over almost 30 stacks of fish. Let's see. Okay, no. Oh, I got a got a zombie. So what is that? Oh, that's almost 18 stacks. I thought there was going to be more than that, but still, that's a lot of fish. I don't need food, any other food. Um, yeah. So everything's going pretty good, and I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make a cave spider experience farm out of that triple spawner. And I'm back for a little update. I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera. One of the things is my little fish farm over here. I added some gates around the outside to try and catch some squid, and it kind of works, but I think I need more gates, so I thought I would do that real quick. This thing is just producing like crazy. I mean, I don't need this many fish, so I could definitely get rid of some of the spaces that catch fish and make them into places that maybe catch some squid. But anyway, been hard at work on the spider, spider farm. See, I think that'll be the trick, having two spaces instead of just one. Yeah. So this will be good because I'd only caught just a couple of them. So, well, that'll be good. Those were some leftovers that I had from the spider farm. So my inventory is kind of full because I'm still working on it. I mean, it is a big project, a little more than I thought, and I've been under the weather. I've been sick, so my voice might sound a little different. Haven't done much in the village other than I got my parrot up on top of there. I thought that was a good spot for him. He was getting pushed around down below. See, I was smelting some gold here so that I would have some for rails, powered rails. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Denominations of 6. Okay, I think that'll be enough. And then I'd been AFKing down here, and so I put in some gates and then some mob blinds here so I could just stand in here in case a mob ever came up the long stairwell, which, it happens. I had a whole bunch of glass smelted to make tinted glass, ended up making a lot more than I needed. And then this thing is just keep pumping away on cactus. Let's go look at the farm, or excuse me, the fish farm here. Yeah, see, I had only had like 3 the last time I checked, so that one squid that we saw actually die there. That'll be one of the first ones. But yeah, tons of fish. And it did slow down when I added the gates as far as the fish collection goes, but I mean, I don't need that much fish. Start a fish store. Okay, so down to the spider farm. I guess it's going to be a spider experience farm. Been getting a lot of resources. I did find another skeleton spawner. So, I mean, I've got some other like music discs and some miscellaneous things. Found a bunch of diamonds. There's actually a geode down here that I spotted. as well. And then I also identified a slime chunk while I was building this. All of a sudden I heard a slime. Let's head over there real quick, and then we'll get to this. So yeah, right there is a, if I hit F3G at the same time, you see the border boundaries. There's a dark spot right there. Um, and so I hollowed out a little room for slimes to spawn in. And so they've been spawning every once in a while, which is nice to have some slime. And while I'm over here, and I saw this dark spot here, I'll go ahead and light this up. Uh, I've had mobs come at me every once in a while, and I've been trying to figure out where they're coming from, so maybe that was it. Oh, there's another dark spot there too, so I apologize. Here, let me get this done real quick. Is that it? Huh, that's funny. That's where I just was. Kind of dark, but not fully dark, but this is fully dark, I think. So now that's lit up. And there's another spider spawner that I have lit up there. I mean, there's a bunch of them close here. That's pretty dark there too. So, yeah. Anyway. Okay, another dark spot. I did a terrible job. Don't know, might be dark. Here, let's go up here. I think I'm right up here. Haha, I see it. Okay. The spider farm. As you can see, I've got this all cleaned out underneath, and I've got these cool glass ceilings, and I'll go ahead and carve that out here soon. But basically the idea, oh yeah, then the other one's up there. The spiders will spawn, they'll fall down into waterways, and then they will go up against that wall of water, the bubble column there, which will then lead them into the kill area. Let's see, let me get down there. I haven't made good paths quite yet. With spider spawners, it's all kind of designed as you go. So we have the water bubble column here. They'll pop up, and there'll be water flowing from the two corners that'll push them right to here. And because spiders can't go through this gap, even though they're one wide, for whatever reason they can't. And if you do alternating stone fence, wood fence, stone fence, then you have gaps here that you can hit them through. And then you have a chest is the perfect spacing, so they can't hit you, but you can still hit them. So that's what the chest is there. It's just kind of me planning out where I'm going to stand. And so this block here, that one's lit, that one's lit, that one's lit. If I back up just a hair, that one over there stops being lit. So this little spot right here lights them all up. The ones from up there, they will come down this here, and the water will be pushing them over to here. So they'll fall down and they'll kind of bob over to here. So the most important thing with spider spawners is that you push them away from walls with water. Now, when they get over into here, it's probably going to be kind of messy. Sometimes you have to shoot them with a bow and arrow to get them out of corners. But I'm hoping they'll pop up, and I've had this on another one. They pop up into the water stream, and they'll hit the ceiling, but the water stream is going to push them a little bit. And then they should come down here, and because there'll be a source water block in that corner and that corner, the water will be pushing them at an angle into the center, and then they'll come down here. And this spot right here actually won't have any water, so they'll come to right here, right in front. Can't get through where the chest is. Right here. And then if they climb up here, that's fine, because I'll be here with a sword and can hit them. So the one thing with the sword is to have this be efficient, you really need like Bane of Arthropods and Sweeping Edge on a sword to kill them efficiently. So 3, I'm going to have a tough time, I think, keeping up until I get that with killing them. If this was 4, I absolutely couldn't keep up. You can't on a quad spawner until you get Bane of Arthropods. It's almost impossible to keep up with killing the spiders. But anyway, so I did a whole bunch of testing to see where I needed water to flow. Again, making sure the water is always flowing away from the wall. And then and then they all go into that column, and then they'll go jumping up. And then the final step here is I got to build a little hopper rail cart collection system underneath here. Um, so I'll be basically looping around, doing a little S shape right under here to collect the spider loot. So anyway, but yep, so there's the update. I'll get back to work, and next time I see you, this thing will be done. Hey everybody, I'm back, and it is working. You can hear the spiders in the background. Here they are. So as you can see, if I come up against these chests, they can't get me. And the reason there's a gap here is so that experience orbs like that can come through. But this keeps a perfect distance from the spiders so that they cannot hit me, but I can get a full hit on them consistently. Actually, come to think of it, I bet there's a lot of light leaking up in there. So let me get rid of this torch here. I think that'll be fine. I did notice a little error there that stuff flies out sometimes over there and doesn't get collected, but I don't think that'll be a big problem. Yeah, so I did have to fix the water flowing. There's some dead spots in the middle. They would drop down and then they could kind of hover in the middle until they pushed each other out. So I went down and changed the water design so that they would flow out of there without getting stuck in a dead spot. So that fixed that. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to point out is when you do this, try not to have knockback on a sword. Because if you have knockback on a sword, it'll shoot them way back into the distance, and that could be really problematic. This guy here wants to be killed from that angle there. There we go. See, like the guy that's like hanging out back there. Oops, somebody stepped in. Oh, he stepped in front of my arrow too. There we go. See, you can just get rid of them if they do that. So, oh, and another thing here, I'm gonna grab that real quick, is you can just toss this stuff in there, and then the hopper minecart will come pick it up. Let's go take a look at that. Even though I did that. Stay over there. Okay. Let's go down and see how much loot I've gotten. I just left the diamonds. Oh, hey, look at all the stuff, the blocks and torches that came up. Yeah, so I mean, we're already starting to fill that up. I gotta get all this junk out of here. When I was mining this out, I was just throwing it into a chest. Now, the reason for this, so this unloader, just kind of like, I'm gonna do this professionally. Okay. So basically, you got a comparator that reads the hopper, and you got a torch back there on this block, which powers that block, and then powers the rail when it's done unloading. But the one key thing is that you can't come off of this hopper straight down. You have to go into a secondary chest and then down. So, and that's just because of the way the hopper reads this. It comes out too fast if there's a hopper underneath it. It'll suck it out before the before the comparator notices. So you want to have your stack of hoppers over here. Now I didn't sort this because it's just strings and spider eyes. Eventually I might sort it to where the spider eyes get thrown away, because they're not used for very much, obviously, just like some weakness potions, which, you know, it's good to have. So yeah, I would call this a success. And that's, you know, it's one of those things, people don't like cave spider spawners, but when you get like 3 of them in a spot, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Anyway, almost level 30. Yeah, so, success. Now I have an experience farm and a string farm, so I better get myself a... I think the Fletchers buy string. I'll have to go check on it. Fishermen also buy string, but Fletchers, I think, buy... it's less string per emerald. But if you really were in a bind, you could set up some fishermen to buy string as well if the Fletcher keeps locking out. So I think that's going to be a wrap. We've got our experience farm, we got lots of string, and it's been a long episode. So you have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Oh, and like and subscribe. See ya!